Here. Yes, it was really pretty out here. If I sat, Carmela, if I did that, they might issue me a summons for watering and obstructing a public right of way. Which, by the way, I actually went to jail for that, obstructing a public sidewalk. This was right after Hurricane Katrina. Oh, and smoke? Jesus Christ, honeybee. They would book you with attempted arson if you did that. You would definitely be booked with attempted arson and whatever other violation they want to pile on you. This is borderline, it's like borderline something weird going on here. See, genitals in a child. Very Catholic. Very, very Catholic. I'm going to show you our awesome train set in a little while, in a little bit. This really, really awesome train set. It's like really, really big. It's an awesome train set they got running through here. It's really nice. Wait until you see it. Haven't seen it in like 2 years. Crazy, watch it. What happened with Jim Terry's brother? Heard he got served with some paperwork yesterday. This is recycled from the streets of New Orleans, this granite. So this was originally part of the street. Who put that down? Who put all that granite down? Recycled from the streets of New Orleans. I mean, what kind of totalitarian stuff is that? This was actually this was a street in New Orleans at one time, this granite. See? How did they get all this granite here in the 1800s to make streets with when all they had was horses and buggies with wooden wheels on wooden roads? How did they do that? He's a bather. She's a bather. The bather. It's how to say the bather. Oh, so Kamala, X got served with a cease and dismiss letter. This is the question though. Is Amanda gonna hold up on her end of the deal? Or is she gonna do something to cause him to react and set him up some kind of way to violate the cease and desist order that you served him with? Look at this. I got some of those in front of my house. They got really big thorns. They keep the animals out to your hood, you know what I mean? They got big thorns. Pink one. So I'm bolting to this thing here. It's like a giant greenhouse. It has a fountain. So 2-3 years ago I came here. They had a really, really nice opium plant. It was full bulb. Oh, you got it on video, Amanda? Crazy watcher. Someone stole the opium plant right here. I didn't steal it, but I took a picture of it. I have a picture of it somewhere. Look at this old thing. That sucker's been there a long time. So a little bit of history. One of my great grandparents designed all the trees that are in here. And his father built the French market on Decatur Street. He was the head architect there. I'm going to show you this waterfall really quick. Oh, they took it out. They used to have a waterfall right here. Against this water, they used to have a really big, it was like it was a big rock with a waterfall and you can walk under it. And it looks like they took it down. It was right here. I wonder why they did that. So it used to be like a big rock right here and a waterfall. This was always there, disconnected to it, but I don't know why they took it down. That big fish. It looks like a Dalmatian jasper stone. I don't know if you can see it in the water right there. Right there. It's a fish. Really big fish. Looks like a Dalmatian jasper stone. So it was way bigger than that. It went up to the ceiling, and you can walk behind it. They must have took it down though. The truth. Somebody told me that process server who served Mr. X yesterday with the cease and desist also had an ALO pullover sweater / hoodie. You believe that? He actually had the audacity to wear that. These have some lizards that run through here. Oh, here's the rock. I thought they moved it. I thought it was on the other side. I think I need silver down there. This is it. Yeah. I got like this little clubhouse back here, this little deal. Like we're in Jerusalem. And we're in Jerusalem, and I'm about to read Torah. Oh, Vinny Brasco, for sure. Look at all that slip and fall material. Vinny would have him some type of civil litigation here with all this. Vinny would definitely capitalize on this opportunity, without a doubt. Look at that. Ooh, that's real too. It's not even April yet, and these suckers are blooming. Look at that. It's nice, huh? We're still in March. Look at that. And this is a gift area. Dun, 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 dun. I want to show you that train set, that big train around here. It's over here in that corner. So people overlook this. They got some peyote in there. I'm going to show you the peyote plants. John Wolfe had a really big peyote plant when he lived across the lake. Really, really big peyote plant. It was about a section this big. It was multiple plants, and one of them was really big. So yeah, legal to grow, without a doubt. People think it's illegal to grow. It's not. Neither is opium poppy. John Wolfe also had opium poppy growing. Look at that. Opium poppy is pretty tough to grow though. Once it breaks 83 degrees, this is kale, by the way. A shord. I'm sorry, shord. Swiss shord. The opium poppy, once you hit 83 degrees, it's done. It ruins it. So you got to get the perfect winter down here in New Orleans where it blooms and bulbs before it hits 83 degrees. Because once it hits 83 degrees, it's done. This is cucumbers here coming up. They got this little, they're going to grow it on here, are the cucumbers. I want to show you these Creole tomato plants over here. We've got peppers over here. That's a nice Creole tomato. I'm a Heat Master, some GMO shit. It says Heat Master. So all tomato plants. Tomatoes can be a hassle to grow down here. It's another one. If it's not if you get a really hot summer really quick, like if it starts getting really hot at the end of April, early May into May, you're not going to have much of a tomato crop down here. So look at these peppers right here. Gonna be some bell peppers, different types of bell peppers. Yeah, Muggsy is a big a big food truck fan. He likes food trucks in Manhattan. All those good restaurants, and he's eating out of a food truck. But that's Muggsy. What is this exactly? Looks like some kind of lettuce. More shord. The shord's pretty good. Got more lettuce here. It's like a butter crunch variety. It's like a butter crunch lettuce. Carrots. That's carrots right there. That's like some kind of basil. Not a Genovese basil. What does this say? It says carrots. That's the carrots. More is that romaine type of lettuce. This is what the Dagos put on the sandwiches. Okay. This is potatoes. I don't know what kind of potatoes, but potatoes. Potatoes are good. Potatoes grow really good down here. I used to like taking them and making hash browns with them. Well, my potatoes. What you have for dinner last night, honeybee? What, this? My bracelet? Oh, Denise Burnside. So we got this character hanging around. Her name's Denise Burnside, okay? She is very calculating. She is following the Joy Perry Miss Can't Be Wrong script of telling everyone hello when they enter a chat. And then she's got this Lee Cole type channel with a suspicious amount of subscriptions. It's got 16,000 subscriptions on it. Like, where did these subs come from? And why is she now hanging out with us? So, yeah, very, very alarmed about that. It's only 31 degrees. Where's that? New York? Yeah, usually it's the heat that gets me sick. Some more kale. And I want to show you, look at all these bell peppers. All these pepper plants. You know? Look at that one. It's purple. Look at that fella. Where did he go? Where did you go? That is dill. Look at this parsley. Dill, cilantro, bunch of different peppers. Over here, more peppers. And in the front, got more dill, getting all dilled out here. Okay, I'm gonna go show you the train track. It's somewhere out here. Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, it's in mulch, I know. They don't want to come out here and weed it. That's why. Yeah, I don't like growing in mulch. This is pine needles, actually. It's all pine needles. Very flammable. If Joan Wolf threw a lit match in here, they'd have a fire. A serious fire, too. This goes up like newspaper. So, yeah, I don't like using it. I don't like using any kind of mulch. Of course, it gets aggravating once the summer comes. I get so discouraged with growing down here because it just gets really hot, and it kills all the tomatoes. I mean, once June comes, your tomatoes are done. Yeah, once June comes, your tomatoes are done. It gets really hot. Let's see if that peyote plant's still in here. See if we can find that peyote button. See if we can find the peyote. Yeah, I had a really, really big peyote cluster in my yard. And if I remember right, I got it from Walmart. This was back in this was in the early to mid 2000s when I lived on the North Shore. So that Walmart actually sold me peyote plants. And that is a true to life story. So let's look for the peyote here. Look at this cactus here. It looks like a snake, huh? It's like snakes. Like a Medusa plant. Look at that. Medusa plant. Look at this. John Wolf in the tree. Look at this. That's like a Medusa tree. Well, like a Medusa. Look at a Medusa bush. Yes. Let's see if we can find the peyote. I know they got one in here. Well, look at that. Wow, 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 wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Another one. Very sticky. Very sticky. A rabbit. Look at that. Now I like this. This is really nice. Look at that. Look at that, Carmela. Honeybee. Oh, the Medusa plant. A young Joey Molino would have definitely set that on fire. Or he would have sent Peter. He would have sent that 2CO kid over there. Check this out, the truth. This is the highlight of the trip right here. I want to show y'all this. And this is badass. They don't have it running today. I'll do it. Here it comes. It's a recreation of the city. It's got like the Napoleon house, little Creole cabbages. Got these little yeah, that's an actual ballroom. It's called Jean Lafitte's Blacksmith Shop on Bourbon Street. They redid it. The French Market. Again, my great grandfather was the architecture of the French Market. Look at this. He was the lead architecture. He built on Decatur Street the French Market. Little thing there goes the train. Well, there's Jackson Square. So this is Jackson Square. So if you're into trains, you would really love this thing here. They also have a bigger one that you can ride on. Like actually ride on. Look at that one. Looks like we are standing on the Mississippi River levee with the train tracks and Jackson Square right there. Water tank. On Magazine Street, the 100 block of Magazine. 1000 block of Magazine, the old firehouse. Look, there's the St. Charles Avenue streetcar. So listen, the truth. I got a Vinnie Bracco type situation here. Somebody poured poison on my living succoth, okay? So it's my succoth, and it's made up of jasmine, Confederate vines, and I caught someone on video pouring poison on it because he's too lazy to weed eat, the guy that owns the property, and he owns multiple properties down there. So, and then I got like fruit trees, but I was thinking, the cost of the shrubbery and whatnot isn't that expensive, but the fact that it was my, not just a succoth, but a living succoth, okay? Look at that. Roy DeMayo's operation. See the cars? Yeah, Henry put those on there. Henry put those cars on that track. That's an attempt on your life. If it would have happened to anybody else, they would have made a big deal out of it. I'm thinking. They got like, not supposed to use poison to begin with. And then to pour it on my sukkah, because, he doesn't like my religion or whatever. But there it is. St. Charles Car. Oh, what that is. Look at this one. Camelback. Old camelback type houses. Those camelback houses are really cool. One story in the front, 2 story in the back. They're common in New Orleans, around the 7th Ward, whatnot. And look, this is the look at this. The light at the end of the tunnel is a train.
Yeah, that was, I put those up years ago. I found them, and some woman came through here and she said, that's so sad. I said, what's sad? She said, somebody could get hurt on the tracks. I said, well, ma'am, just like in the movie It by Stephen King, you shouldn't be driving on the train tracks.
So you did all this? This was you?
I did a lot of it. I didn't build the whole thing, but I've added to a lot of it. I've been doing it 22 years now.
Wow. This is great. This is like the highlight of the botanical garden. It's the train. This is the highlight of it. This is like a centerpiece.
Thank you very much.
And nobody really knows, like, it's.
Well, we're we're off the main path, and we're squirreled away behind all that foliage. So,
right, it's hard to see, but like it doesn't really reach, like, like do a specific news story on just the train.
Right.
You hear about the garden, the botanical garden. You hear about the lights during Christmas. But
years ago, are you from here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gentilly.
I recognize the accent. I was raised in the River Bend area, Carrollton, St. Charles, Broadway. That's Audubon Park was my starting ground. Used to swim in the Mississippi River, but that consisted of holding on to a root, not letting go. I had a military career, then I had a city career for Covington, where I live now. My boss said they were building this train garden, so I said,
So how long has it been here now?
They started building it in the summer of 2003. It took 9 men, 9 months to build, cost between $60,000 and $100,000.
Wow.
So we've been here. We've been open officially since March of 2004.
Yeah, I would say I first discovered it about maybe 10 years ago. The train section that started coming up around.
I do it maybe 1 or 2 Saturdays a month. I used to work 3 full weekends a month, and I'm still working full time then. So I'm back. What's your name?
Robert.
Hey, Robert. Nice to meet you. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I'll be around. Yeah, if you got any questions, Robert, please ask. And
there's the ribbon cutting ceremony. Look at this thing. When I was a kid, I had one of these. I had a set like that.
convence, precisa ter pra gostar de coisa assim.
No. Why?
I mean, assim que ele está.
Look at this bridge. The detail on it. Look at that. It's like a metal. Look at all these little signs. Yes, it's Tom Lavecchie. Wow. Yes, Robert, that is my name. That is John Wolf's official name. That was announced to the world like 4 years ago. Sanding house. Look at this over here. Oh, it goes around like this. The Mayo's operation. Look at that. They going to Kuwait, those cars. Those cars are going to Kuwait, the truth. We're always sending those cars to Kuwait. Look at us here. That's where we get the oil from. See that? New Orleans was full of dinosaurs. And zebras. They still got zebras. Bridge over there. It's the St. Claude Bridge. Yes, so anyway, some jerk poured poison all over my sukkah. And I got him on video. And I'm debating what I should do about it. Somebody told me the guy owns 15 properties around there. So, I mean, you know, it's a borderline hate crime, if you ask me. I mean, I'm not one to tattletale or whatever, but I would like to be financially compensated for all the misery they caused me. Look at this. That looks like the paper. You know what that looks like? That looks like Schneider paper on Rampart Street, the old Schneider paper building. And then they got the train tracks right behind it that run alongside St. Ferdinand, Port Street. So I wonder if that's what that is. I wonder if that's Schneider paper building right there. Oh, yes, Kevin Mayer. Oh, yeah, Kevin's got a body in back one of those trunks. Oh, yeah. Kevin Mayer conveniently puts himself in places. And this is how you know these people are liars, these informants. Because, you know, like, what's the chances? Oh, he got in a fist fight with Joe Rifkin 2 weeks before Joe Rifkin was arrested, before anybody knew who he was. And what's happening is that these district attorneys will take a Kevin Meyer, and they would tell him, oh, say you seen this, say you did that, say you was here for this, that, and the other, and they'll put him on the stand. And it's all a freaking lie. And you hear Joey talk about this. A lot of the people that took the stand against him didn't even know him. He's never met him in their life. Show the individual this footage and tell him he was going to be reported for a hate crime if he does not reimburse you. Oh, no, absolutely not. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Why tell him about it? I mean, he knew what he was doing. No, I'll find a nice, good Jewish attorney and see what he thinks about it. How would he react if his Sukkot was killed? Living Sukkot was killed. So anyway, this is the City Park Railroad managed by Mac. And we met Mac. And let's go see the rest of this joint, because they got a lot more stuff here. Besides trains. Let's go look for that poppy bulb. Let's go look for that poppy bulb. The beginning of socialism. Here's a war job for you. Merrick Becker. Frisco kid was a friend of mine. Okay. So yeah, this is like I said earlier, it's just kind of a hidden gem back here. Nobody really knows it's here unless you know. You come here and you find it. So it's behind this. You can't see it. No one can see the train. It's all behind here. Let's go this way. Nice day in New Orleans. Probably the last nice day we'll have until the end of November. It'll be so freaking hot. It's going to be really, really hot. War was a great band. Yep. They did the Frisco Kid. Little to no cameras. What's that? What you mean, little to no cameras? Oh yeah, Kamala. I mean, like I said, if I would have did this, it'd be a big fucking deal. I'd be all over the news. You know what I mean? I mean, he just sprayed it again a couple of weeks ago. So it resets. The time limit resets. He's been doing this for over a year now. So yeah, I mean, this is, now you know what the Israelis go through. You got, these fucking terrorists over there harassing all the Israeli citizens, all the Jewish people. And then when they react to it and do something about it, the world wants to call them bad guys. And the truth is, they've been having rocks thrown at them, bombs in their streets, this, that, and the other for the past 4 or 5 decades. So yeah, when John Wolf does something about this, yeah, there'll be no warning. It'll just be judgments and court dates, I don't think that's too extreme. It costs $15, honeybee. $15. And I've seen this price increase. This is a dead end, I believe. I've seen this price increase. I've seen it go from 6 to 8 to all the way up to what it is now. But the real coup de grace is they stopped accepting cash. So now the whole world knows John Wolf is at the Botanical Garden because John Wolf had to use his debit card to get inside of here. So, yeah, you can't do anything with cash anymore. I don't want to get into that whole thing, but they're going to do away with cash pretty soon. Mexico just made a big step. I don't know if you've seen that. If they're eliminating cash, it's going to hurt the cartels. Yeah, they're going to do away with cash. They're going to have it's going to be here's the train you can ride. An electronic monetary system in which all transactions will be tracked, taxed, and they can be denied in real time. So if the AI cameras catch me, John Wolf, throwing litter on the ground, it will penalize John Wolf. The next time he makes a financial transaction, it will be denied. And it gets worse than that. All your appliances right now are smart appliances. So these air conditioners they're selling, your air conditioners are smart appliance now. So you'll be able to cut your air conditioner off. But first they're going to say it's for conservation of electricity or whatnot. But soon it's going to be, well, you violated this rule or that rule, and you consented to that. You consented to that when you hook that new appliance up, that new smart fridge, that new smart air condition. You comply to all these rules of a third party company, just like when you just like when my PayPal account got suspended for making comments on a social media app. I got penalized for that, and I got suspended from using PayPal for a while. Or was it Green Dot? One of the others. So yeah, I mean, that's going to be a very real thing. Your behavior will be monitored, and you will be penalized. You will be penalized through your smart appliances and any financial transaction you make. So they'll turn off your coffee maker, your automatic coffee maker. They'll turn off your air conditioning because you're making rude comments. You didn't return your shopping cart. So you're going to get penalized for that. Best thing. I'm missing something here. There's a big part of this place that's okay, there's the train. I'm gonna go in this order. They got some kind of disco something going on over there. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Really weird stuff. So I don't know if y'all remember the show Popeyes and Pals. They used to film it back here in one of these buildings. You know, they used to go, roll, you remember Popeyes? You remember that Popeyes show? Or was that just a New Orleans thing? It was on Channel 12 in New Orleans. Yeah, it's, you know, they did that with Human Stadium too. You can't get in Human Stadium unless you got a debit card. You can't even buy a soft drink there. You can't buy a soft drink there unless you got a debit card. You know, like crap. So, yeah, I mean, it's getting to where everywhere as you go, you're going to need a debit card or the chip under the skin. So listen to this. They sent me a debit card. I didn't ask for it for my savings account. I'm like, why would I want a debit card on my savings account? Like, so somebody can get in there. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. If I got to take money out the savings, I'm going to walk into the bank and I'm going to transfer the money or draw it out myself. That way they got a clear record of where's it going. I mean, who wouldn't want an ATM card specifically set up for their savings account? It makes no sense. Now, there's a part here missing. I don't know if they cut it off or what. I don't know where it is. Let me look through here. $15 for this? No, they got another part here. I know they do. Unless they cut it off. So that's a situation in the situation room. Gorky's dad is going solar. Gorky's electric use is through the roof. Hey, the highest my electric bill ever was during the summer was $150, and that's high. A couple of years ago in the winter, my electric bill was barely breaking $40 a month. Okay. Summer now it's going up to 150. Look at that parsley. Oh wow, is that part? Yeah, it's like a big carrot. Kitchen garden. How you like that? Look at these big suckers here. So yeah, that was the highest, and I hear people paying like $3 something and higher, sometimes up to like $500 a month for a freaking electric bill. Jesus Christ. Longwood Gardens. Are you talking about the one by oh, that's in New York. Okay. They got another place here in New Orleans. It's called it's on Bamboo Road, right by the Jefferson Parish line. It's really nice. It's called the the Long View Gardens or something like that. Yeah, they looks like they blocked off a big part here. There was a really big part over there. 15 hours for this. I could have got another book. Huh? I could have went and bought another book today. What's this over here? Some flowers. Oh, that's nice. This is for bees and butterflies. Check this out. Got some sage here. Look at that big Texas shade sage. Looks like tobacco. Excuse me. That's your camera there? Oh, watch it. Got people walk away with that stuff. Lady's got like a $10,000 camera sitting on a bench, just unguarded. Look at this thing. Shows you what kind of butterfly and what it looks like is a caterpillar, the type of plant it eats, and something else. Ironweed. Some ironweed. Yeah, ironweed. Purple coneflower. Milkweed. This is that milkweed. Yeah, they had a big section back this way that I don't know what they did with it. They should cut the price if they're cutting the amenities, huh? Is that a different one? We got water over here. Let's go over here. Look at this thing. Alan Rosenblum Stage Horn Collection. They donated it. It's really nice. So those oak trees are great healing trees. You go sit next to it. I'm going to find one, not in here, but out in the actual park, the Freeport. I'm going to go find a big oak tree and take my shoes off, put my back against it like this. So you get down on the ground, take your shoes off, get down on the ground like this, and all the energy from this tree will come and flow through you. And you get a lot of good earth energy. And it heals your body. People forget. They think, oh, my body's made up of cells, and the cells have plasma and water. No, you're made up of atoms, and those atoms feed on electricity. Okay? You have magnetic, electric, and electromagnetic energies, which you get from eating vegetables and berries. Damn thing. I gotta see here.